This is actually an old concept. We've been talking about doing this for a while, which is bouncing around to different parts of the world, getting affiliate owners together, and just kind of talking best practices, what's worked, what hasn't, things we picked up along the way, things that have come and gone.
We've all done like very intricate, we've run the gamut of super over-the-top intricate food challenges that were way too long.
Yep.
And we've gone the other side of, that was too short and too general,
Yep.
and now we've kind of come back to a center where, there's, somewhere in the 6 to 8 week range, and it's zone, and you find the balance between what you want to get for your clients and how much they can really, change in that amount of time. But it's always still coming back to, hey, let's refocus, let's learn something over the next 8 weeks. And it amazes me how people will learn something in those 8 weeks and that sticks with them. Yeah, they might slide a little bit back in the general concept, but one thing, and if they do 2 challenges every year over the course of 4 years,
Sure.
that's 8 things that now
The refining.
are part of their life that are sticking.
Yep.
What's great about that too is that's them spending time in the laboratory with all these different challenges, but it's also you. What I just heard there is that with the way you run your nutritional challenges, you've kind of been spending some time in the laboratory in the way you do that, in the way that you think works.
Absolutely.
We always do that. We always think, what was the success rate of this one? How did people feel on the challenge? Did people like the results? Was the input worth the results?
So I'll be honest with you, I don't necessarily like the idea that a challenge is you're just going to do it now and it's not a lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's generally why I don't like it.
Yeah,
So that's actually really good to hear.
I can see that side too.
To make it clear on what you think it should look like, how do we do it in your mind?
What do I think it should look like?
Yeah, like what do you
I
do?
think nutrition is individual and the laboratory is important to happen on a daily basis, throughout
a lifestyle
the course of your
change.
life.
Sure.
It's a lifestyle thing. And so, one-on-one coaching, going through the journey with somebody is extremely important, I think. However, that was a really good way to look at that. Like, hey, if you can just grab some people differently, where they're looking at it from a different perspective and they learn something new from doing that challenge, that's the best reason I've ever heard for doing a challenge.
Pat, what do you guys do?
I mean, with the challenges is what we, started off with, like the original 30 days sort of thing.
Yeah.
We've done the longer ones, the shorter ones.
I know you guys are good about posting when you guys do them.
Yeah, we like the big group, but I guess ultimately, I wish it could be more individual, but the positive side of it is people do pull out stuff. Like we did a no sugar challenge. I learned this. We did a 8-week team challenge. There was a lot of community. There was like workouts and there was like a lot of communication and stuff. People became friends and at the same time learned to cook.
That's
you
cool.
know?
That's really
Like there was like a lot in each one. We try to put a different spin on it, which totally sucks because it's so much work.
It's
so much work
that
to
is
do
the
these
thing.
things.
the dreaded packet.
I wish I could do one packet 1 year and use that same packet for 4 years, but it doesn't work. I don't know why.
That's the trouble.
It is a lot of work, but it's something it can't be overlooked, right?
No,
you have
to,
can't.
Because
and you can't.
I think
cut
it was
corners,
Cherie said,
you
like,
gotta
or
spend
Matt,
time
like
on it.
all the successful affiliates out there are they're doing this. Like there is some kind of nutrition program.
Well, here's the reason why. Okay, so if you apply a nutrition program to an individual and that individual goes to their workplace where they have 20 people that work in their office, they see the changes, right?
Yeah.
If 2 people decide to ask that person how they changed their life, they're going to hear somewhere in that conversation, I went to MBS CrossFit.
Yeah.
I went to Roots, and this is what that initiation, how it happened. Now those 2 people are going to drop in, right? And that's how the ball starts spinning. And then all of a sudden, that 20-person workspace, there's now 3 people, and now there's 3 people making huge changes, and then we get more and more.
And
but if we don't address it, if it's not something that gets addressed, it's, hey, I go to CrossFit. Well, you don't look much different.
That's actually funny. It's because
Yes.
you're totally spot on. Because the results of your members are
Your marketing.
a direct,
They speak
they're
for
your
your-
marketing, and they're a direct reflection of
your
you
program.
and your program.
That's right.
So and they're there for one thing. They're there for results.